Good morning. Today on Veterans Day, we honor the women and men who are currently serving or have served in the United States Armed Forces. In addition to this wonderful performance by our fifth grade students that you will hear this morning, over the last month, children across our school have written letters to active members of the Armed Forces to express their gratitude and support for all that these men and women provide us each and every day. Please join me in welcoming our music teacher, Mr. Crane, and our fifth grade students.
Today we gather to honor our nation's brave veterans who have served our country in moments of turmoil and in moments of peace.
Alongside these heroes, we also honor the current members of our military who sacrifice every day so that we might enjoy all it means to be an American.
The flag of the United States of America stands as a symbol of all that the soldiers and veterans have fought to protect.
The white stripes stand for purity and innocence of the American ideal.
The red stands for hardiness and valor exemplified by our soldiers and veterans.
And the blue stands for vigilance, perseverance, and justice that is the heart of our nation.
Put them all together and they become the very symbol of America, the beautiful and the land we love.
Please rise as we invite you to place your hand over your heart and we sing together our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
From the time of the Revolutionary War to the battles of today, our soldiers have risked their lives in stormy deserts and dangerous seas.
Today we want to remind them that they have never been forgotten, and we are always here with open arms and hearts to either welcome them home or thank them for all that they do.
At this moment, we want to take this time to proudly say the names of our veterans from our Beavertown staff and students.
Delbert Albright, Marines, Korea. Robert Eldred, Army, World War II, deceased. William Eldred, Army, World War II, deceased. Merlin Eldred, Army, World War II, deceased. Curtin Eldred, Jr., Army, World War II, deceased. Glenn Eldred, Army, World War II, deceased. Steve Gusick, Army, World War II, deceased.
Andrew J. Kostick, Sr., Air Force, deceased. Terry Kostick, Army. John Kostick, Air Force. Tom Kostick, Marine. James Kostick, Marines. Andrew Kostick Jr., Marines. Matthew Kostick, Marines. Drew Kostick, Marines, deceased. Christian Kostick, Air Force. Robert Van Oss Sr., Army.
Ernest Mignon, Air Force, served in Korea.
Mike Coggins, Army National Guard.
Christopher Samborski, Navy.
Michael Duffin, Army. Tim Duffin, Army. Jack Metzger, Army National Guard.
Samson Wilbur Wright, Army. Dora Wright, Army. Samson Wright, Army.
John Wesley Brown, Army. Gilbert Horseman, Army, World War II. William Jostworth, Army, World War II. William Wessling, Army, World War II. John Schulte, Air Force, Vietnam. Eric Schulte, Army, Vietnam. Judith Schulte, Navy. And Jack Schulte, Navy, in World War II.
Nathan Bruno, United States Air Force. Lewis Cass, Army, World War II. Paul Davidson, Army, World War II. Edward Bruno, Navy, World War II. Edward Heyman, U.S. Air Force, World War II.
Colonel Richard Seitz, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel John Haas, Air Force. Captain Andrew Gregerson, Army. Eugene Morris, Air National Guard. Captain Benham Roberts, Army Rangers.
Bell Gilstrap Sr., Army. Bell Gilstrap Jr., Army.
Staff Sergeant Joseph Lee Wilcox, Army, deceased. Staff Sergeant Wilbur S. McKnight, Army, deceased. And John T. Craker, Air Force, deceased.
James Presley, Navy, deceased. Jim Thompson, Air Force. Joseph Rose, Army, deceased.
Jim G. Davis, Army, retired and Air Guard. Charles Smith, World War II, Navy. Norman Deal, World War II, Army. James H. Davis, Marines. Jennifer Mitzler, Air Force and Air Guard. And Carl Carlos, Air Force.
I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, Lieutenant Colonel P.T. Miller, United States Air Force. He was a navigator on the B-52 bomber for 23 years.
I would like to honor and thank my immediate family members, Homer Haynes, U.S. Army, Major Clay Howerton, Air Force, Captain Kaylor Dossel, Air Force, Colonel Jeff Lanning, Air Force, and Cadet First Class Luke Lanning, Air Force.
Christopher Blink, Navy. Walter Blink, Army. Lowell Hanlon, Army. Walter Frizz, Navy.
Jeff Carroll, United States Marine Corps. Debbie Martin, United States Marine Corps. James Vanderpool, Army. Vern Shore, Army Vietnam. Benjamin Schmidt, Army. Lazarus F. Safia, Marine. Kenneth Steck, Navy. Victoria Zaranda, United States Marine Corps. Taylor McGuff, Air Force. Eric Hall, Army. Philip Hall, Army. Ronald Underwood, Marines. Gary Chidester, Air Force. Cole John Frazee, Air Force. Gregory Winning, Navy. Glenn Getz, Army. Gregory Winning, Navy. Robert S. Cooney, Army. Harold S. Narad, Army. Otis W. Rasnick, Army. Ronald W. Hackney, Army. Nathan J. Cooney, United States Marine Corps.
Dear soldiers and veterans, thank you for making it possible for us to live freely in this great country.
Today we want to promise you that your sacrifices have not been in vain, for the spirit of America that you have served to protect is alive in each and every one of us.
On behalf of Beavertown Elementary, thank you.
We celebrate America, we celebrate our nation, with hearts and minds in unity, we celebrate our land. We celebrate America through fervent declaration. We stand here as Americans with freedom hand in hand. Of thee we sing across our nation.
While freedom reigns, our voices rise as one.
With colors true, red, white, and blue.
Our celebration has begun.
Of thee we sing across our nation. While freedom reigns, our voices rise as one. With colors true, red, white, and blue. Our celebration has begun. We celebrate America, we celebrate our nation. With hearts and minds in unity, we celebrate our land. We celebrate America through fervent declaration. We stand here as Americans with freedom hand in hand. Of thee we sing across our nation, while freedom